All right, it's that time again. Another TrixBrix haul. Even though, yeah, I know I just unboxed one, but I learned some new things and found some things I needed, so I went ahead and ordered them. So this will mostly be a discussion of all that. So another free gift, double length straight track with the TrixBrix tile, but I got that last time. And lots of switches. So let's get all these pulled out. So this is something new from last time. I wanted to try these out. These are, I want to say, R24 curves. This should be a full circle, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so before I complete this, these are 3D printed parts. These are not injection molding like most of the other curve pieces you will get from them, like the larger radius and everything. So the reason I got these, I think it was $20 for the circle, not bad. I wanted to have the option to use these if I need to. I'm sure a lot of my trains might have an issue with a curve radius this tight, but it will only be used in certain use cases. In a recent layout video, I actually ran into this where I needed a really tight turn in order to complete the innermost loop, and it was only going to be small engines and freight moving through there. So that's what I'm going to try today. I've got my small switcher locomotive that was designed by Masao something. I will link to that in the description because I think it's a great little model. To be able to cram powered up all inside here is quite the feat. So again, I'm just going to be using, you know, some of the, ooh, that's tight. Maybe it's okay. It doesn't like it. All right, let's get this turned on. Get our remote. So, yeah, that's really tight, really tight. But it actually it works. You know, like this would only be for small sections of a switch yard or something like that, where I've just got a really tight space I've got to work with, and only like this locomotive and some of these freight cars. Actually, looking at it now, see if I can get this where you can see it better, but like these aren't even touching. The actual magnets here, they're just that close together. So the buffers are actually making contact, and the magnets actually have a gap between them. So we'll see if that even works. If it has to go from a straight to that, where these would be connected, and then it goes into such a tight turn. But let's say this is a failure to use it like this. They still could be useful for maybe a GBC module. Like sometimes you'll just have a single little car like this with a single motor and have like a basket that is, you know, moving GBC balls around or something. That would probably be fine on this. Like if we just take that off, that works just fine. See how fast we can get going. Oh, okay. All right. If I haven't mentioned it, this is slightly fragile, but it's not that bad. Once you get used to it, you know how to baby it. Oh, come on. Because I always go to pick it up like that, and this comes off. So you just want to, I generally pick it up from the bottom like that, from the ladders, and it does all right. So again, let me double check this. Okay, so yes, this is the R24 radius turns. So we'll see if that comes in handy for something. Maybe it could be used as a turntable. You know what I mean? There are lots of uses outside of just making a circle of track like this for a train or something. So I thought it was cool. Go ahead and add this in the cart because, as you'll see, this whole order was kind of rectifying a mistake. So let's get that guy out of the way. So this is my TrixBrix double crossover, or at least 2/3 of it. I'd have 2 more sections here to complete it. And the problem I had is that's the space you have to work with to motorize them. And I didn't even know that this piece comes off. So that that made it even worse. But knowing that comes off, that opens up a lot of possibilities. I feel kind of dumb for not knowing that. And if you can't notice here, these 3 sections are darker than this. So there may be some color variance over time with your TrixBrix orders with these 3D printed parts. So that's something to keep in mind if you're really trying to have things match perfectly. These probably aren't going to. I mean, I guess if you order it all at the same time in one assembly or something, because I think this is probably for my other batch of switches. And I just happened to order the rail yard set. I forget what it's called exactly. I didn't even notice at first, but it came with these. And if you haven't noticed already, the actuator, the actual switching part, is on the opposite side. And I felt so dumb for not noticing that in the pictures when I ordered these. So if you buy that set, you get 2 that are on the opposite side, and then you get 1 that's the normal on the inside of the curve. So this is compatible with the double crossover, and it's compatible with the other switches. The only problem, and this is something that bugs me a little bit, TrixBrix does not sell... Okay, I have a big box of parts next to me, but I don't have everything I need. They sell, if you want it on the opposite side like this, this is what you buy, and it's $5, which is a fair price, absolutely. That's not bad at all. But if you want the completed switch, which, no, this doesn't match, this is the opposite side. But let's, for the sake of discussion here, if you ordered this, actually, that's crazy. Does that work? Does that snap together? Almost. This is the opposite side. It's supposed to go here. Anyways, you can't buy a complete switch with this on the other side. You have to buy one of the rail yard sets, or you have to buy these individually for $5 each. Which is what I did. There should be, I want to say it's 6 left, 5 right. That's basically every switch that I have, including 4 for the double crossover. I'll be able to switch from the opposite side. And there's a reason that's very important to me. So I'm going to set up another demo here. Okay, I guess this will work. Getting a little cluttered up here. So this is a switch design that I found online. Oh, what's it called? Shoot, if I mess this up, I'll fix it with text. It's the Brick Rail project, I want to say. And it's for automating your powered up devices with a computer. It's a very interesting program, and I hope to dive completely into it at some point. It's just going to take a little time before I can get to that because I have other things scheduled. But this was his switch track design for motorizing it. And it works great. And it doesn't even blow itself to bits if it's stalled. But you shouldn't have to worry about that. Your software should be able to just give a pulse back and forth. And I'm going to take one of my Maersk wagons. And it might actually work. Let me see. Oh, wait. No, I need to go the other way. See, it's already binding on the inside here. It just does not like that at all. It's just getting clobbered by all this. And it's the same story with the double crossover. In my last layout video, I actually had to edit out where the train got stuck on the motorization I had in place. And decoupled the train, and I had to go push it back and then just kind of edit it to make it look smooth. I probably switched cameras to make it look smoother, but it was a problem I'd always had. But if the switching's on the outside, this way, I have plenty of room to work with, especially the double crossover. So I think I'm done with this. Oh, come here. Let's see, we got Okay, so this is what I was hoping for. I can have all these switch infrastructure off to the sides where it's not going to interfere with trains as they pass through here. Oh, come on. Because you can see, like, it's all the way over here. It is basically 8 wide. You got 6, and then this is basically a stud on each side-ish. Maybe 7.5. But, you know, we're already getting caught up on things. I had already taken some parts off of the bottom of my locomotives. Not this one, but, like, you know, when you have stuff in the middle underneath, I had to take some of that off to not get caught up on the double switch crossover. So this is great. So if you're planning on motorizing it, I don't remember what the double crossover itself costs, but if you want to do this, it's going to cost you another $20, $5, $10, $15, $20. To me, that makes it usable because again, I'm motorizing everything. So maybe I'm the outlier here. If you were doing it manually, I guess you would want the switches on the inside. If you've got a layout in a city and, you know, you're worried about space like that, that's a very different consideration than myself, where I've got a little space to work with here. I don't mind it if it means motorizing the switch track and not derailing my trains as they're moving through. So I think that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it or learned something, or maybe you can teach me something in the comments. I'm excited to build, you know, a very large RC layout, you know, plastic track layout with tons of switches and be able to motorize all of them and maybe start doing actually automated train layouts. For now, I have a couple. I think the next 2 are going to be 9-volt for ideas that I have that I want to show off. So this is a little ways into the future, but I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.